And hello everyone, my name is Darth Marcus and welcome to the Fire Risers. So we have had a recent update for the Russians, Chinese, Japanese content in there. Fire Risers. The first 19 years of the 21st century passed amid the intertwining of turmoil and stability. Now the international community faces its greatest crisis since 1991. The anti-establishment president Donald Trump stands poised for I'm not reading this. So we have the United Kingdom. This is a submod which I'm playing, by the way. At the dawn of 2020, Britain was filled with mixed emotions as its independence. At midnight on January the 31st, a solemn chime of Brexit rang out, ending nearly half a century of ties with the European Union. Politically, it seems that a new course had been set, yet the long-awaited farewell brought not peace, but an invisible force just weeks later. In that year, Britain did not achieve the expected sovereign victory. Instead, it faced a far deeper test of survival, resilience, and social trust. Amid global turbulence, Britannia must choose her destiny. So we have good old Lizzie. We've got a pandemic apparently around the corner, so we're going to see what this is like. Now, it's been a while since I last played this. I love the map. I love a variety of things in this mod, especially the Minecraft font. Fire Risers. Some say Britain is an empire of nostalgia. For centuries she forged faith in order, trade and conquest upon the ocean winds, from the flames of the Glorious Revolution, the soul of the Industrial Revolution to the height of the British Empire. Union Jack flew over the third of the world's land. It was an age that believed in reason and steam, in parliament and monarchy coexisting, in a world set by London time. Okay, so yeah, the text is a bit messed, but from what I see we have Conservative path in development, Labour path in development, dual track constitutional monarchists, we got absolute monarchists in development, imperial military government in development, and then we got the Communist Party of Great Britain in development. Then we have United Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Britannia rules the waves. So yeah, I will be linking this in the description if you guys want to play yourself. I will be just exploring random. I will just be picking a random path, to be honest. Okay, fairly small, but you're probably gonna get bigger. A new era. The year 2020 was meant to be the moment for Britain to redefine itself. The decision to leave the European Union has become reality. The government called it return to sovereignty, while the media hailed it as a reopening of history. Yet on the streets, emotions were mixed. Despite these challenges faith endured, Britain has never been a nation defined by others. We write our own definition. A new decade's arrived, and stories still be written. So stories has no effect on the war situation. No effect at all. Zero effect. We've got 11 mills. I don't know what to build. What do I even build? I mean, yeah, sure, I think that'll be fine. The afternoon of the January 7th, 2020, London sky was gloomy as usual. Damp air made the streets glisten with a faint layer of mist. The door on 10 Downing Street was quietly shut, the firelight in the fireplace flickering on the mahogany walls. Boris Johnson, wrapped in his slightly bulky wool coat, held a teacup in his hand, leaning by the hearth. How was your New Year, Matt? Health Secretary Matt Hancock smiled, taking the cup of tea hailed by his secretary. Quite a good Prime Minister. Finally, the day's reports chasing me about the budget. Alright, so this is about COVID. So we can edit all our templates. We've got political dynamics, economy dynamics, and whatever else. I'm not sure what that is. I almost accidentally returned Northern Ireland back to Ireland. I mean, yeah, 17 divisions. 17 divisions. 17 divisions. Susan Nanford's diary. The second week after returning from my ski trip in Austria, my body started feeling well. So someone's suffering from COVID. Oh, mild coronavirus pandemic. Control the pandemic. I can't really do anything. So far, we've not declared a public health emergency, but Downing Street confirmed that if more cases appear, temporary epidemic control clauses under the National Health Emergency Act may be activated. I don't know how I feel about that. UK 666.t. Remove the European member. A letter from the... Okay. I guess we didn't read it. So we've got another event there, if you guys want to read it. It's a bit long. It's more of the same. Yeah, all our generals are pretty crap. I mean, we're not really seeing much active combat. So, that's kind of understandable. An afternoon belonging to Boris Johnson. So, we must never abandon democracy and freedom because of the pandemic, whether some things stay at home should be their own choice, or enough. Haven't enough people died already? We must activate emergency containment measures immediately. Alright, so I guess now we just work on the vaccine, I guess. I don't work on defensive. I just gave this guy a defensive doctrine buff and he... Okay, didn't actually boost his defense. End of the Libyan Civil War. Is there any other wars happening across the world? Yes, there is, actually. Somalia, Yemen, and Central Africa. I mean, yeah, I'll go down the focuses. Most of them don't have an effect, but some of them do, and it's just basic decision things, so you can either speed up vaccine development, you can slow down how severe COVID gets over time. New government general for Canada. I'm not really sure if this is in base TFR or not, because I wouldn't go out of my way to play the UK, which has no content, apart from in the submod. After fear and sacrifice and long months await, we finally welcome a new morning. The streets once again fill with voices, factory machines hum back to life, and skulls bellowing the wind. We're running again, so there we go. I think that's the American Civil War, because my PC's slowing. Oh no. The lag. Yeah, we gotta make this a bit more accurate for the UK, I think. So I will be changing a few things. There we go. It's a bit more accurate. But yeah, we have 2.51 trillion debt. And I'm not sure how we can handle that, to be honest. That's like 101.7% debt to GDP ratio. NATO 11.T, NATO 11.D. So Montenegro leaves the organization. I hope the United Nations get updated in America. Never mind, my division got encircled because the UN just like... UN, really? Do we really have to do that, UN? They just let my guy get encircled. Oh, Vladimir Putin to kick the bucket, seems. No, they've taken Miami. Nikolai Karintanov, I think. That is a Russian authoritarian socialist, okay. I think that's a new Russian leader, which I haven't seen before. Interesting tree. My mantis are just staring at me judgmentally while I play the Fire Rises. What is your problem, mantis? Why are you staring at me like that for? Oh my goodness, what is this? My man, they're harassing me. My freaking cyber communications. And the Queen Elizabeth just died, so... This is unfair. I can't even look here. This is a balance of power. I can't really do anything with it yet. What the heck? Wait, what? What is this? What's happened to India? I don't even know what's happened there. I don't want to know what's happened there. I mean, we're defeating Adam, which is quite good, but the problem is, America's losing wherever else we're not really holding. I mean, they're not losing, but they are slowly losing a few tiles here and there, and they're running out of equipment. What they call it, constitutional Americas, it fell apart, so now we just got, like, the left and right fighting one another, which, you know, pretty much happens every TFR game. I've never actually played in Europe before, so this is also going to be a new experience for me, so I'm not sure what exactly happens. And I'm playing the UK, I'm not playing like Germany or whatever. But, I do hope there is a bit more content than that pandemic stuff at the beginning. Because if it is that pandemic stuff, I'm going to be a little disappointed myself, but I have got this far, so I may as well just, you know, finish the game. Justification on our allies. Iraq. Iran intervenes with Iraq. Is this new? Does this always happen? I don't think this always happens. Why is Kuwait at war? Yeah, this is just a repeat. What is this about? Oh, here we go. They've invaded. Or improve those relations and send the volunteers, I guess. They just need to defend. I will try to deal with Transnistria. Okay, well that's a nuke. Alright, so over time, Ukraine will be pushed back by the Soviets, and then this mega European war thing started, which we're involved in, and, you know, the Soviets are pretty strong. victorious in Europe. Alright, good job, lads. I guess we're gonna return home, eh? Yeah, this American conflict's still going on. I don't know when it's gonna end. I don't know who's winning this, to be honest. They both look kind of weak. Okay, who the heck is this guy? Oh, for some reason, Maxim Shevchenko is in charge, and yeah, he has no focus tree. I don't know if this is from the newest TFR update, because normally if Russia loses a conflict, they at least have something after, but nothing seemed to have happened, like at all. Okay, Declaration of Rights to the People of America. Hey, wait, what? Germany, what did you do? Why did you do that, Germany? What? Eh? Eh? Why? Okay, well, I guess we send divisions to Iran. I don't know how they're still alive, honestly. But they are, so let's go. Never mind, they hate me. I mean, we don't really have a way to reach them. Alright, so by the lead of Germany, we decided to go on a little adventure in the Middle East. So first, we would take out the Houthis, then we would take out the Iranians. It was quite easy, really. Much easier than I thought it'd be. But, you know, the Iranians had actually quite a decent amount of air force, but there was nothing we couldn't handle. Damn, really? Is that what we did to them? Oh, is this Mexican Civil War? I guess we can send some divisions here, too. Send one single tank. North Korean forces storm the DMZ. Damn, he's gone in. Yep, we need to support South Korea right now. Battle of Pyongyang. Damn, okay. This is already over? Yeah, a lot of these North Koreans do not have much supply status, so they are starving on the front. Yeah, I think the South Koreans have probably won this. Yep. It's got Republic of Korea now. Nice. United Korea. Big war in Asia. Yeah, so the entirety of NATO decided to attack Saddam. Not Saddam, I mean, they decided to attack Assad. Yes, Assad. So, we ended up joining that and aided our NATO friends. And we sent a bunch of Air Force and stuff. And yeah, I really don't know what the problem is. I think it might be TFR, like some 3D unit models. Please tell me what this is. Why does my screen go black every 2 seconds I zoom in? And then next was Libya, so Germany decided to also go in and depose Gaddafi, so we ended up doing that. And yeah, there was no supply for like the first year, but eventually we managed to start pushing, getting encirclements, and there was quite a lot of casualties in the end of this conflict. Damn it. The war ended before I even got a chance to land. But yeah, Africa's mostly free now. I mean, I'll be honest, I placed till 2034, which I think is a bit long for this playthrough, and I think we've done most of what we were supposed to do. The faction's looking quite huge, and Japan lost in East Asia, but you know, it's still holding out. Fumihito against Xi Jinping. So yeah, we're gonna have a look around the map. India's a mess. Russia's also a mess. Many warlord states. The United States Civil War still not ended. Anyway, if you want more Fire Rises, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one where we might be covering one of the new Russian, I think one of the new Russian paths got updated, so we're going to be checking that out next time. Next time I visit the mod anyway, which, I don't know, could be a week, could be a month, who knows. So if it's something you guys want me to play, just leave a comment if there's a specific path you want me to cover. And yeah, I thought this was a pretty cool submod. Of course, there's a lot more things to develop. Yeah, make sure to send encouragement to the developer on Steam. I'll include the Steam link in the description so you guys can check that out. And yeah, just I'm sure if they have more encouragement, they'll probably definitely update it. Just to see you guys are more engaged with the submod. So if you want UK TFR, make sure to, you know, say, hello dev, I'm here, update. Yeah, this is not 2016 anymore, guys. Don't harass devs like that.